Yo, what's up guys? And today in Grow Garden I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how you guys can AFK honey and how you can AFK the bee shop and go from, maybe 100 to thousands of honey, and this is just in one cycle. So obviously what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to collect up as much honey stuff as possible, or any pollinated fruits, and yeah, if you just AFK one night, pretty much your whole garden will become pollinated. That's what I do. And yeah, it's really easy. And then once you've collected as much as you can in your inventory, you're going to want to head over to the honey bit. Now first we're going to start off with how to AFK the honey, and then we'll move on to how to AFK the queen bee, and then then we'll see if we can combine them and AFK both at the same time. Even though that is a bit tricky, it is quite a good strat. So let's get into it. So first off, what you guys are gonna need to do is download something called Tiny Task. Now it's in a macro, it's nothing, you will definitely not get banned for it. And yeah guys, you just want to go to your search engine and then simply just search up Tiny Task. Nice and easy. Search that up, and you're not going to want to click on the first link. You're going to want to try and find a link that says Tiny Task Download Official. You're going to want to click on that, then you're going to want to click on download at the top, get rid of any adverts that pop up, and download version 1.77. And there you are. You'll download it, and if I go to your files, it'll be something like this. You'll put it in a file, and here it is. And I'm going to show you what these are just in a second. So you're going to want to open up TinyTask 1.77.exe. You're going to want to open that up. And there you are guys, that's TinyTask, and that is going to be the most important thing in this. So now you're going to want to go on TinyTask, you're going to want to click on here, and you're going to want to set your recording and playback hotkeys to whatever you guys want. Once you've done that, it's really simple. We're going to start with the pollinated stuff, so I'm just going to go grab some pollinated fruits, and I'll meet you guys back here. Right guys, I'm back with some pollinated fruits, and it's really easy. What you're going to want to do is just line yourself up here, and then you're going to open up TinyTask. Make sure this is set to continuous playback, and you'll see the tick next to it just to double check. And then you're also going to want to make sure you know what your recording hotkey is, just so you know what to press. So then you'll minimize that down, go in full screen, open up your inventory, make sure poll or something pollinate is searched up so that only pollinated fruits will show. And then boom, you're going to want to press your recording key, and then you're going to want to spam press E whilst that's recording. And every so often, click your mouse just like this. And then you want to press your recording key again, and that'll stop the recording. Nice and simple. Now that will have saved. And then you're literally just going to you're going to open up your inventory, hover your mouse over the very first one, and press your beginning hotkey. And it should start to do this. And then if we just leave it to run, it'll keep doing this. And what's that doing is as you're spam pressing E, whenever this is finished, it'll pick up the honey. And whenever you're spam pressing E whilst holding the fruit out, it will give it to the guy who will then put it into the honey making machine. And there, if you have a large inventory of pollinated fruits, it's a very good method to be able to do that. And that is the first method to make the honey. Now, it's a very similar method for when you're going to be talking to the queen bee. Now, what you're going to want to do is, if you want this to be repeatedly doing it, you're just going to want to stand in front of the queen, press the record, and then E to talk to the queen. Then you're going to scroll your mouse over to I want to trade honey. And then, as unfortunately TinyTask isn't able to control your scroll wheel, you're going to have to use this here to be able to scroll up and down the shop. So you'll simply click on the things that you want to buy. So I want to buy some seed packs. I'll scroll back down to maybe some hive fruit. Click on that a few times. I do want to get some honey sprinklers. and I want to get some bee eggs, and I'm not too bothered about the cosmetic stuff. Now what you're going to want to make sure you do is scroll it back up to the top. This is a must, and then close it down. And then that's it. Press F8 and it'll stop the recording. And there you are. If you then press your playback hotkey, it'll press E to talk to the bee. Then your mouse will automatically go to trade the honey. And it'll just repeat the same things. Now, the way that you're going to want to be able to do both of these is you're going to want to angle up your garden. And it's going to be so simple. So let's just grab a few more pollen fruits. Okay, we got a few more pollen fruits. And then you're going to want to press garden. You're going to want to zoom in. And I like to align myself up with this fence post. And then I'll just press garden again, make sure I'm all aligned up. And then what I like to do is zoom out one. Oh, I actually unaligned it then, that's my mouse. Line it back up and you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And there you go, your camera is set. Do this at the beginning of every single time. Then you're going to want to press F8 to start recording, go to press garden. Then you're going to want to go press seeds. And making sure not to move your camera, you're just going to want to move to the left to where, if we keep going, to where the bee is. We'll just come over around here, talk to the bee. And do the same thing as before. I want to trade honey. Then you'll click on the things that you want to buy, scroll it down. Click on the things you want to buy, scroll down. Click on the things you want to buy again. Scroll down and click on the things you want to buy. Then remember to click off, scroll up to the top, and boom. Then you want to come over to here, open up your inventory, and you should already have the word poll searched up here. I didn't. And then you're simply just going to go boom, and then boom, 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 boom. And then you're going to want to just press F8. Simple as that. I'm just going to redo it where poll is already there. So I'm just going to do it a bit faster this time. Camera should all still be aligned up with the fence post. Perfect. Zoom out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. F8 to record. Garden. Seeds. Come over here. Maybe move out to the side a little bit so it's a bit smoother. Go to the bee, talk to the bee. Buy the things that you're going to want to buy. I used the scroll wheel there just by accident, but it's no big deal since it won't pick it up on the recording anyway. Scroll back up to the top. Come over here. It'll register, open up the inventory, and it'll go to the first slot and spam E. Maybe do that a few times. And then remember to close down the inventory and press F8. Now, if we go back to our garden, well, we don't even have to be at the garden. As long as our camera's all aligned up as it was, we can just waddle on over here. And then if we get our recording hotkey, just have to swap these around just because in Roblox it's a pain. And F12 actually records in Roblox as well. And I'm obviously currently recording, but yeah. So if you press F8 to start it, it'll go to garden. Then it'll go to the seeds. And it'll basically just repeat like what we were doing before. Exactly the same things. And you can also include, you know, the what's it called now? You know where the recall wrench takes you, the equipment shop? You can also include that. You can include the seed shop. And you can basically AFK everything that is possible in the game thanks to Tiny Task. Because I know the macro that I did in my last video is really, really good. But unfortunately, it does not include the events. And there you go, it's just finished with the bee. Then it's going to open up the inventory, grab our pollen stuff, and it's spamming E here at the moment. Obviously we can't see that just because there's nothing to collect. and then eventually it's going to finish it, go back to the garden, and reset the whole thing again. And there you are, guys. That's how you can AFK the new Busy Bee event in Roblox Grow Garden. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. And if you guys want me to let you guys know how to AFK this on mobile, if we get just 10 likes on this video, I will make another one showing you how to AFK everything here on mobile without having to use a macro. So yeah, guys, see you in the next one.